What's going on, everybody? It's GAMEUNBOXINGREVIEWS here, and welcome back to another Power Rangers Battle for the Grid news update. So in today's video, we're of course going to be checking out 5 newly confirmed characters. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first up we have 2 new screenshots, and while there isn't really anything here that we haven't already seen before, we still get some very cool new shots of Lord Drakkon, one of which showcases him performing a super move, while the other shows him taking on the mighty Morphin Green Ranger in Drakkon's very own throne room. Now then, onto the characters. So first up, I actually talked about this character already in a previous video, and that was of course back when they were only teased, but now he is actually officially confirmed to be part of the game's character roster. I'm of course talking about Goldar, the loud, perpetually angry and vicious humanoid ape general of Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And as I said in one of my previous videos, we also know that he'll be a slow moving brute with the ability to pull back to perform a big attack with the use of his massive golden sword. Next up, I'm sure many of you saw this was coming, because here we have Ranger Slayer, a version of Kimberley Hart from the world of the Coinless. And for those that don't know, in this universe, Kimberley was once the Pink Ranger until she was brainwashed by Lord Drakkon and forced to do his evil bidding against her will. But luckily, she eventually broke free from his evil grasp and rejoined the good fight. So as some of you may have predicted, the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, which we previously saw in the Rise of Drakkon trailer, is indeed a skin for Ranger Slayer, which personally I'm totally fine with, because when you equip this skin, not only does it change Kimberley's costume, but also her bow, from the Slayer's Bow of Darkness to the Mighty Morphin Power Bow. So I actually think that was a very clever way of giving us 2 awesome playable versions of Kimberley Hart, both of which I'm very much looking forward to checking out in this game. Up next we have another character from the world of the Coinless. This time it's a Mastodon Sentry, and for those that don't know, Mastodon Sentries are essentially Lord Drakkon's minions, and with their enhanced power from the Mastodon Power Coin, they form the bulk of Drakkon's police force and military. So since the game's story is all about the rise of Drakkon, I wouldn't be surprised if both Ranger Slayer and the Mastodon Sentry are actually enemies that we will face off with in the main campaign. However, don't underestimate Drakkon's minions, because the game's official website also goes on to say that this particular unit is armed with the Black Dragon Cannon, a weapon that can actually disrupt a Ranger's powers. Now, while I'm not exactly sure how fitting this would be for a character like that, I'd still personally love to see Zack Taylor, the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, added as a skin for the Mastodon Sentry later down the line. Moving on, we now have the Makana Defender from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Now, the first Magna Defender possessed the body of Mike Corbett in order to seek revenge against the warlord Scorpius. However, after sacrificing himself to save the Terra Venture space station, the spirit of the Magna Defender gave the Magna Blaster to Mike, making him the second Magna Defender. Now, the Magna Defender is obviously a very cool character, and as we can see here, in-game he will of course be wielding the Magna Sword, which in Lost Galaxy could also become the Magna Blaster, something that I'm sure we'll also see in this game. And last but most certainly not least, we have Manx from Power Rangers S.P.D, who actually designed most of the Space Patrol Delta Rangers weapons and is Commander Kruger's trusted assistant and friend. Supreme Commander Fowler Birdie eventually recruited Kat to Central Command, and later she returned to Earth with a temporary morpher and became the Cat Ranger. Now, before I wrap up this video, I should also mention that Enway recently did a live stream where they showcased Jason, Tommy, Gia and Lord Drakkon, and it was pretty cool. They explained how all of the core mechanics work, showed off the 2-player skins, and even showcased some of the special moves, one of which involved Tommy playing the Dragon Dagger to summon the Dragonzord, which then shot missiles from its fingertips at the opponent, just like you see in the show, which was just amazing. And if you'd like to watch the rest of the stream, then please feel free to click the link in the description. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. Lots of exciting newly confirmed characters there, which now leaves 6 more to be revealed as part of the launch roster. But of course, more will be added later in the Season 1 pass, and hopefully even more with other DLCs in the near future. Anyway guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and as always, if you'd like to stay up to date with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.